Plan 66. Now I see. No wonder you need all of us for this to work. The plan is very Trey. Cautious and realistic is not bad at all. Agreed, it may not be the flashiest scheme, but it's a safe approach that almost guarantees our victory. I think it's fantastic. I'll give you my full assistance, which means we have a consensus then. We have our plan. Now about the mage stones I'm providing. Yes, I really appreciate you sharing those. I like to have as many as possible when it's go time, so the total includes reserves. But I do have a condition for sharing them. I expect both of you to help at the Monster Lounge for 5 days once we get back from camp. What? Now let's all do our part to make this plan a rousing success. Hold on a minute. You want 5 whole days of my time just to loan us a handful of tiny mage stones? I was ready for you to put the squeeze on us, but talk about predatory. That happened to more than favorable terms. Considering the stone's relative value given our predicament plus the labor to mine them, I think this is pretty favorable. But if you're fine without them, then by all means feel free to refuse. Oh, for crying out loud, must you add even more pressure? Fine, I will help at the lounge, but only for 1 day. You can't expect me to make that large of a concession. I'm running a business too, you know. Of course, he's the embodiment of capitalism. Of course he'd be greedy. You call this a business? A concession. Surely you of all people know just how valuable a day of my time is. Of course, but I'm incurring a considerable risk by giving up these mage stones. I could have used them to protect myself. You would have me risk my life and limb for but a single day of your help? That hardly seems fair. Alright, 2 days. But not a minute longer. I can't fit any more than that into my schedule. In that case, would you be willing to grant that exclusive sales right to your homemade smoothies for those 2 days? Perhaps the Sul would be more amenable to only having you for 2 days if proceeds from your smoothies were included. Yes, that would grant that. I would grant that concession. You drive a hard bargain. I agree to the caveat that I won't be able to produce them in bulk. You can only sell them for 2 days, and I won't share the recipes. Is that acceptable? Quite, I believe we have a deal then. Now what would you say to my offer, Trey? I'll take the 5 days. You can't put a price on life, and I don't have anything worth bargaining over. Why, thank you. What a wonderful arrangement we've reached. I take it you two will be using all the mage stone you want for free? Correct. After all, we already worked at the Monster Lounge. I can assure you that you'll have my full support and honor for your generous agreement. Okay, let's get into position. We execute the plan at the moment the shadow returns to the campground. The bottle of water is almost gone. Show yourself, fiend! Oh shit, he's here. You're that monster that attacked our camp. Come and catch me, if you can. It's kind of funny, and last time it was Jack who we used as bait, and now it's Vil. They really are a pair made in heaven. There's the flash. Things are kicking off. Yes, I have to hand it to Trey. This is an inspired plan. Since the monster struck in the dark, his eyes must be used to darkness, which meant that Vil's magical flash has done it for a moment. I applaud how efficient this is, using a single spell as both a stall tactic and the signal. Vil's headed our way. It looks like the first phase was a success. Indeed. I'm very glad Vil is here. He has to sprint in zigzag while both avoiding attacks and making sure we can keep up. I shudder to imagine how this might have gone if we didn't have someone who jogs every morning. Still, a monster moves fast, which should provide Vil with a magical support as we make our way towards the lake. Normally, I'd flat out refuse to run outside of pee, but I'll give this my best. After all, with Vil working at the lounge for 2 days and sharing his smoothie, our sales would certainly get a boost. And what's more, I get 5 whole days of Trey's confectionery expertise. If we offer top-notch treats made by Trey himself, we'll have a flood of customers pouring in. So you put on a show of haggling for Vil's time to match what you really wanted. Trey. Isn't it nice that your real aim went over their heads? Oh, it's lovely. That was a golden opportunity I just couldn't miss. God damn, Azul. Why are you so evil? Hey, this, Chapter 9. What's the matter? I'm right here, yet you still haven't caught me, some monster you are. Are we at the lake yet? I'm drenched in sweat. Keep going, Azul. Vil's taking lengthy detours to ensure we can keep up. And don't stop your spellfire or the monster will catch Vil. Think of the sails. This is the monster lounge. And you stop relishing in my suffering and get to work. Poor Azul. Always having to get a slap of suffering in on top of his success. Trey, I'm here. We're all set. Okay, guys, time for phase 3. Azul, Jade, pincer attack, now. Hey, right. Talk about fast, so much for the pincer. It got past us in seconds. It's not the time for analysis, it's throwing another stone. Paint the roses. Or doodle sutta. But apparently it actually is read as paint the roses, so the translation is actually accurate. My word. Did you just catch that stone? I altered it to have a characteristic of a rubber ball. I figure we need a way to deal with the stones. I'll take care of anything it throws at us. Vil, you're on a fence. Azul and Jade take support. Just keep inching it closer to the water. The defensive guys on a... Well, I guess that makes sense. Put your tank on the front line. We're bombarding it with spells, but it's not phased at all. We're still gaining ground. Trey, we can move to phase 4 when you're ready. Not yet. Keep up the pressure. Here comes another stone. The Rosa. We'll be really pushing our luck soon. Should we go, Trey? Not yet. Trey! Alright, phase 4, go, now! Finally. Nobody keeps me waiting that long. In position. All yours, Vil. Take this. What? I saw that Vil was winding up to do another flash spell and dodge before you finish casting. In that mere split second, but what about blinding it and sending it to the lake? You're still good, actually. Huh? Pitfall! Who doesn't love a good pitfall? The monster slipped and plunged into the lake the moment it landed. Wait, what? It's hard to believe someone could slip that spectacularly just from a simple dodge. I took an extra precaution before you guys got here and froze the grass around the lakeside with magic. Anyone would slip on it so long as they had enough momentum. What prompted you to do that? Well, since you handled the dangerous part of getting the enemy over here, I figured failure wasn't an option. Quite right. Nicely done. Is trying to get out of the lake. Bill, quickly. And now for the coup de grace. What's your hurry, monster? Just to give you a fair warning. This lake is as good as cursed. Newest one of all. Anyone who touches the water of this lake will be immobilized until I permit them to move. Alright, it's immobilized. It can't do anything to us. I believe we've won this battle. That was a nice workout. Worry we might not have enough mage stone when we finish with a good amount left over. I'm very curious to know who this shadow was. About that. Got a much better look at it just now than I did before. It's definitely built, and though the upper half of his face is hidden, I can see it's grinning a little. So it truly is as we suspected. I had an inkling. But this, of all the ridiculous stunts to pull. If you knew, why didn't you say anything sooner? I'm afraid it really was a monster. Sorry about that. Wait. Wait, no! God damn it, me. I have to start all the way from over here. God damn it, I'm so sorry, everyone. I apologize for this. Okay, we're just skipping through here. How your guys' day been? My day's been pretty well, swell, nice. Other than that, no. Actually, I'm kind of blanking out now. I wasn't expecting to have to pause my reading because I accidentally skipped by oh, whatever. Okay, there we go. Reading, blah blah blah, switch to it. If you knew, why didn't you say anything sooner? I'm afraid it really was a monster. Sorry about that. I didn't have any proof besides we had to go all out no matter who or what it was. Okay, let's finish our attacker out, fish out of the water and get some answers. We're almost done. 7 more chapters. I think I'll go to Shadowverse after this. I'm gonna grind it a little. We've hauled our assailant out of the lake, and sure enough, it's Coach Vargas in a furry suit. Yep, we all know Coach Vargas is a furry. Because the real reason he was the villain of Beauty and the Beast is because he wanted to be the true beauty to Beast Beauty. He wanted to be the Beast Beauty. You all know he really wanted Beast to maul him in a different way. Being up close, there's no mistake. I know that grin anywhere. Rio, Jay, would you mind unmasking for us? Certainly, here we go. I see you've discovered my true identity. Yeah, a furry. That really was Coach Vargas after all. What an effective disguise. The costume is quite flattering on you. It was specifically made to emphasize my musculature. At least we know for sure. I think you can give him permission to move now. He's probably not gonna attack us again. Are you sure? His earlier display of violence didn't exactly engender any trust. Agreed. Perhaps it would be prudent to verify the safety of our schoolmate before releasing him. Yes, let's just leave things like this and keep an eye on him for now. Looks like I've been outvoted. Alright, Coach Vargas, nothing personal. Dang! Is Grim and you? That's where you got attacked. Where have you been? You tell him! I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry, please forgive us. Coach Vargas made us lie! That's the story. We're working for Coach Vargas and just pretending we knew nothing about the monster. I get it. So this whole attack really was just a challenge. That's right. It was a test of combat. The challenge was to keep calm and flex your mind and muscle in the face of an unknown threat. Your friends go missing. Your dependable t-shirt is gone. A powerful foe is hunting you. I gauge how you handle being thrown into a crisis, and that was your true assignment. A powerful foe? Your ego is showing there, Coach. Okay, but what about the other students? Relax, they're fine. I just tied them up to keep them from interfering with the challenge. The ghost will untie them once it's all over. Grim and you were special exception. I had them to record what you did. That would explain why they entered from the woods. I still can't believe it was only an act. You had me completely fooled. Really? You bought that Trey? What can I say? I got talent. You could put me in the Film Research Club movie if you wanted. No offense, but I have no plans to film a heartwarming pet movie anytime soon. I ain't a pet! Who's Vargas? May I ask a question? Sure, Archingrato. Hit me. I get that Grim and you were assisting you, but was Idiot's disappearance also part of the challenge? And what about Orto? Was that just trickery as well? Nope, any student kicked out on assignment or broke rules weren't worthy of the final challenge, so I gave them educational guidance instead. It would be inexcusable to waste an opportunity to improve their muscles. So I stuck them in a cab and made them do non-stop squat under a ghost supervision. Don't worry, they'll be back any minute now. And so, did we pass our final challenge or not? Per my assessment, you pass! It's impressive that despite going up against me, you managed to avoid total annihilation all the way until sunrise. Clover, Ashengrotter, Leash, Chonhai. You deserve recognition for your cool-headed plan to set a trap rather than simply make a brave last stand. I'm sure all the other Arts Club students will be grateful that you passed the final challenge for everyone. You are MVPs with the net 10, and you clearly earned those titles for a reason. You might even get close to my level soon. I'll give you 4 your Vargas badge so you can go on and release me now. Let's get our badge and head back to camp. Get Carl. What's that noise? Look, there's something strange over there in that thicket. Also, we did not discuss Malius and Lilia, only Orto and Idia. What is that? Round head. Those giant claws. It couldn't be. And they're gone. I haven't even got my Vargas badge yet. I think that's the least of our problems. Is everyone okay? Hi, Twitty showed you. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. We're just going through the stuff we skipped over last time. Basically the last chapter. We're fine, but Grim and Coach Vargas. That's Trey. That strange shadow took them.